Hello everybody, welcome to Monday's video. Now, today is November the 15th, the year 2021, or 2021. The time is 6:42 p.m. here at Mountain Standard Time, and today I am going to talk about the moon in Aries. Now, we're going to pull up the natal chart. We are going to minimize my face here. There's multiple dimensions, multiple realities here. It just keeps going. And we're going to pull up the chart. Now, this is a real-time chart, so the ascendant and all that will be moving. So, we have here 15 degrees Gemini rising. So, usually, when I just look at a chart, I look to the ascendant first hand, and then it gives me, and then I see what planet rules the sign the ascendant falls in, and then I look to where that planet is and what it's doing. So, as we see, Mercury is in the 6th house. Okay, Mercury is in the feminine sign of Scorpio. Okay, now Mercury also rules over Virgo and Gemini, so the 1st house and 4th house. So, what this is usually is it shows that I am at home, so the 4th house, and I am performing tests. So I am here recording and presenting myself, even if I won't be seen as Mercury is hidden by the sun. Doesn't matter. So we're gonna look here at the moon in Aries, 17 degrees of Aries. The moon is waxing and making its way to a full moon very shortly. The moon in Aries. Aries is a dry and hot sign. The moon's nature is cold and moist. So, the moon usually likes feminine signs. The moon's exaltation is in Taurus, and the moon's domicile is in Cancer. The moon's detriment is Capricorn, and the moon's fall or depression is in Scorpio. Now, what that kind of shows us here is the moon is getting ready to move into the sign of her exaltation, a bit of joy. Okay, so what does the moon rule over currently? The 2nd house. So I guess we're giving and sharing a sense of security through the knowledge and information of the moon. That's what I'm focused on. Okay, that's what's coming through. Okay, so the moon is getting ready to move into the sign of her exaltation, where she will get a supporting trine as she moves through Taurus by Venus in an earth sign Capricorn. And Capricorn being very strong because Saturn's holding the fort down for Capricorn and Aquarius. And so, this is a lot of, this trine energy is going to be an easy motion and but it's going to be a faint energy, but a lot more soft femininity, a lot more revealing of information of what's going on with the, say, financial markets, going on with any shortages of supplies, because Venus in Capricorn, which is Saturn's sign, and Saturn restricts and even delays Venus here, because Venus just came from extravagant Sagittarius and into Capricorn, where she will be for 4 months basically. So she's in Saturn's grasp for a long time. So 4 months, we might see a lot of hardship when it comes to the things we own and possess, needing to sell and not receive a lot of money. Feelings of fear, feelings of fear coming in through restrictions placed by governments or people who like society and groups of people, because that's what Saturn rules, is groups of people. A lot of the time people put like elitism or politicians as the people making the rules. Now Jupiter, Saturn, and Mercury have those are the planets that have says in rule making. So Jupiter's more of the politicians. Jupiter's in the position of Saturn here. So there's this kind of malefic positivity. There's lies and deception coming from the political sphere of people. There's not a lot of hope in the general public right now. And if there is, it's a unique sense of hope. It's a out there idea. It's unique and inventive. There's a new way of looking at life. And Jupiter in Aquarius could also indicate a challenge to the financial systems of banking, of how we move and handle the liquidity, and how we distribute wealth amongst the people. And Saturn here is a planned out agenda. Saturn here is something that's been worked on and refined by millions and millions of people in many, many years. And Saturn here making a basically a strong stance in Aquarius, which it hasn't moved from 7 degrees of Aquarius in a long time now. So Saturn now direct as well, meaning we're going to be moving forward with an agenda. And Jupiter, when Jupiter enters into Pisces, which is a sign, Pisces is a very misunderstood sign because it's a sign of emotional intelligence. And so a lot of time when Jupiter is in Pisces, there's going to be a lot more truth to one's psychology, one's ability to learn and graduate through grades of information, and it's a time of finding success, not only success, but like an inner success. Understanding why you've gone through experiences, understanding why your life has led you up to this point since the last 11 years. Jupiter is going to be bringing that. And so a lot of people will experience a lot of loss. And more so, like, I would say even more so than Jupiter in Aquarius, where Saturn usually rules loss and taking away. But the Jupiter in Aquarius is more about history and getting caught up in depths and getting restricted or put into a corner because of so much extravagance. Jupiter in Pisces is all about having nothing and being happy with nothing. Jupiter in Pisces is all about, oh, I'll get by somehow. I have Jupiter in Pisces, but I have a bunch of things. So that could also mean extreme periods of indulgence, drug use, escapism, and public confusion, emotional confusion, a herd collective, which has also been going on here with Jupiter in Aquarius. But now that Jupiter will be dignified in Pisces and Saturn will be dignified in Aquarius, the human collective will now have a chance to fight for freedom and values before the Saturn agenda kind of comes and takes place. So right now is a good time to not get into any fear. Inform yourself, pay attention, and make sure not to be biased and stick to one news system, but to have all sorts of different systems of income, of source income of information. And then when it comes to Jupiter and Pisces time, it's going to be about letting go of a lot of the headache, because it's just going to be a big headache around that time. Jupiter doesn't want to deal with that. Jupiter's not going to be about control like Jupiter is here in fixed sign of Aquarius. It's going to be more like loosey-goosey. I just want to sip on the juicy, you know. It's more about connecting with groups of people again and having a strong sense of community and love and connection. But this connection it comes and goes. You know, it's not a long-lasting connection. It's we met up this one time and spent a week partying or doing this, and then Jupiter leaves or does something else, and there's, and then everybody left, and that was it. You know, it's not like Saturn, where Saturn brings like family, long-lasting or goals like that. But Jupiter is more about the fun and enjoying the moment, and so yeah, we're going to be seeing this year a lot more about needing to let go of possessive qualities of how things should be, or idealistic qualities. And if you really are a visionary kind of person, then stop trying to, do half-assed kind of teaching lectures to people that don't even, or, people that don't even want to listen to you. Instead, find your own program, find your own platform to share your voice, share your knowledge, share yourself, and find a great sense of release through that and rejuvenation. Now, back to the moon in Aries. Since today's Monday, it's MoonDay, so we gotta talk about the moon. But the moon here is getting ready to be releasing Mars in a sense, because there's a sort of build-up here that we've got with the new moon in Scorpio. And this new moon in Scorpio was all about, what am I passionate about? What do I spend my time doing? What is the mission I set out for myself? It's that sort of mission kind of mind that needs a purpose. Also trying to be thinking you're deep, but in reality you're not really deep, and becoming aware of your own shallowness, or maybe you are too deep and you're just too morbid, becoming aware of the extremes you might find yourself portraying. So working with that, working with outdated kind of views of yourself, working with the past, and really getting deep and digging at the bones in the mud and uncovering shit and working through it and organizing that shit you uncovered. Not throwing it away, organize it, and if you really don't need it, release it, throw it away, cut your cord. Now the moon here is just really building up that intense martial energy. A lot of need for victory and success, and when you don't achieve it, are you hard on yourself? Are you emotionally calling yourself a bastard or a pathetic loser? Well, that's only holding you back. And that's the exact kind of things I'm talking about that you need to be working on through this year. You need to start setting boundaries with yourself and asserting those boundaries. You need to start building up the pressure so that you could achieve the things that you came here to achieve in the first place. You need to put work behind your hopes and dreams. Straight up. Whether it be investing, whether it be studying, relationships, or whatever it is in your life. Whatever you do, if you're really so passionate about what you're doing, and you're holding yourself back by being a nag to yourself, or being a negative person to yourself and your goals and your ambitions, then reevaluate your goals and ambitions right now. Write them down. Look through them with a little bit more time. And is this really what you want to be spending your time doing? Do you really want to be spending your time pretending you have no ambition? Pretending that you don't want a place in the world? Or do you want to start building your inner temple? Do you want to start building your inner self to be strong and resilient and able to break through any hardship, able to overcome the toughest storms? And I'll tell you right now that that's not by repressing any emotion. That's not Jupiter in the past 2 years, where Jupiter's in Saturn sign. You repress your power of emotion, which is Jupiter, your emotional intelligence. You are dumbing yourself down. You are setting yourself up to be at the will of what some people may call God, what some people may call an unseeable, uncontrollable force. No, you're just setting yourself up with the psychosis, thinking that you're setting yourself up for not falling through. You're just setting yourself up for having ideas and visions and goals, but never grounding them. And if Jupiter comes in the Pisces, you're gonna all of the things that you thought you were gonna get done, you're not gonna get them done. And then Jupiter in Aries, even more so. So what I'm trying to say is, right now, take this time to really set out what you need to get done in your life, what you have goaled and planned, or what you have set for yourself to achieve. Because if you don't go after these things in a matured manner, by that I mean steady and diligent and disciplined manner, then you're not going to achieve the success that you think you think you want, or it's going to take a lot more time to at least achieve what you want, you think you want. So I'm gonna cut it there. I think I've talked about most of everything. This full moon's going to be all about the financial crash here in the Western world. Shortages in food, shortages in even medicines, all sorts of supply going probably short for at least 4 months. And we're going to see a lot of like manipulation, a lot of aggressive talk and communication with Mars and Mercury here. And it's going to become known soon, because soon the sun will move far away enough to where Mars isn't as combusted. Right now, Mars is 12 degrees away from the sun. So 3 more degrees, 3 more days, we will see that, even 4 more days even, we will see that Mars will be visible as the morning star in the mornings. So don't be surprised if there's a lot of atrocities or unfortunate or malefic kind of events that happen, or there's a lot of that communication going through, because naturally that is what, naturally this is what Mars brings to the table, especially a Mars separating from a square with Saturn. So having to deal with a lot of hard times. And Jupiter and the moon here, you need to find a sense of security and safety within your own practices and daily life and routine. You need to make sure here with Mars and Mercury and the sun that your mission, your goals, and the things that you set for yourself and you're working towards every day in your daily routine, that these are the things that you really want to find success and achieve in. And if not, rework it, relook at your goals. Don't just abandon ship. Don't just give up, because then you're just putting yourself at even a worse situation. So just keep working hard and know that all of this will pay off, depending on your situation, depending on your own chart as well. So yes, be sure to be more attentive on the road. Watch out for your own thinking you know it all, and then next thing you know, bam, four-car collision or something. Really watch out during these times, and just honestly, just spend the fucking time to sit with yourself and sort through your own bullshit so you don't throw it onto others. That's generally what Scorpio wants us to learn. So yes, thank you Mars for the energy. Thank you Moon for transmuting that energy. It is now 7 p.m. and I'm going to end this video. Now, if you have any questions, leave a comment down below. I'm gonna try and stay uploading posts. I like this kind of style of uploading. The reason I haven't been uploading is because I do not like to feel boxed in by my own hobbies and things I enjoy, which kind of happens beyond astrology. It happens to me all my life. So that's something I need to work on with this Scorpio energy. So see, time to be vulnerable as well. Time to not get locked into, oh, I know everything. Oh, I'm a gatekeep, or I'm gonna keep this knowledge away or hidden. No, go out there, do the exercise routines, do your daily routine, and if you don't feel passionate about it, take a moment back after you're done doing them. Look at and write in your journal, why do I do the things that I do? Why do I feel like overly stressed out or something? Take time to connect with yourself so you could really transform and get a part of this transformation energy, because this only happens really once a year. So tap into that Scorpio, rejuvenate, find emotional rejuvenance, and find a breach in the next 7 or 8 days. So thank you everybody for watching. Tomorrow, I don't think I'll be uploading a video, because I'll probably be doing what I've just talked about in this video. And it's also a full moon. So maybe tomorrow, maybe Wednesday, we'll be doing a full moon and what could be coming for this full moon, and what you could work on during the full moon, or what you might, do a little bit of predictions. But probably Wednesday I'll be doing that, since Wednesday is a really good day for me. And tomorrow will be probably another hectic day at work, but whatever. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. And yeah, so thank you everybody very much for watching. Please be sure to leave a comment down below. Ask questions, share me talking out to the world if you want. I really don't mind. I appreciate it, and I appreciate making this content and bringing it here to you daily. Daily, I mean every other day. Even though it's been about a week. Anyway.